Hey guys, we are back for another video. We are going to be recapping Belle Collective, and this is for season 3. This is episode 7. So, this is not the episode that um, happened on Friday. I'll be doing that one tomorrow. We are recapping last week's episode. So, let's jump right in. So in last week's episode, we got to see Soso Gucci and Sanjay, which is her husband's daughter. They pretty much met. Um, Marie was part of that conversation. Sanjay expressed how Soso Gucci is very disrespectful. And Sanjay states that Soso Gucci is always disrespectful and she has been disrespectful in the past. And Sanjay also seemed to think that Soso Gucci's reason for why her mother, which is Selena, does not have a good relationship is actually false. And that the reason that their relationship is the way that it is because Soso Gucci is very disrespectful. So, first and foremost, from what I can see on camera, Soso Gucci does appear to be very shady, and we can see this on camera. Soso Gucci does seem to have a problem with her husband's ex wife, which is Selena. And I'm going to say that because it's not an if, Selena is now, I'm sorry, Soso Gucci is now married to Selena's ex husband. So my question is, then why does Soso Gucci have an attitude with Selena? Whatever he had with Selena is over with. You have no reason to have an attitude with his ex-wife. It just doesn't make sense. And besides, speaking and saying hello is very basic. You can say hello to anybody. You don't necessarily have to have a relationship with that person. We also see Selena in the confessionals, and she says how Selena, which is Sanjay's mom, basically was a terrible mom. And she states this due to the fact that she says that Selena left the girls with their dad. Well, this is my thing. If a couple are married or even if they're not married, if she decides to leave her children with their dad, that doesn't necessarily make her a bad mother. So in my opinion, I think Soso Gucci, I think that's a little bit wrong for you to classify her as a bad mother or a terrible mother because she decided to leave her children with their dad. However, that is alleged because Selena states that that is actually a lie. But if you're basing your relationship on something that you said she did, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because she can actually leave her kids with their dad. That don't necessarily make her a bad mother. Okay, so moving right along. Um, what else? So it just seems like Soso Gucci does have some embedded issues with Selena. I don't know what they are, but just on camera, it just seems a little shady. And the reason why it just seems so shady is because we don't know what those issues are. It seems like So Gucci is skating around the issues, or maybe she just doesn't have any valid issues, but a lot of the stuff that she's saying just doesn't make a lot of sense. And then we saw in the last, not this, well, 2 episodes ago, where she called Selena an extra, which I mean, I think that was a little bit too much. So is Gucci jealous of Selena? I don't know. The relationship just seems a little weird. We also saw Marie go to therapy. I like Marie. I think Marie is very, very pretty. So if you guys can see my picture of Marie, I thought that was very nice. So Marie talks about being divorced. As she met with her therapist, Marie stated that she grew up in a loving household. She also stated that her parents loved her very much. She mentioned her mom had a marijuana addiction that led to her mother smoking laced weed joints. She also stated her mom was not around due to that extensive drug use. She also stated that her mom would leave her alone a lot because of the drug addiction. And at some point in her life, Marie stated that her dad did remarry, but she also stated in her dad's new marriage, he always tried to help her mom. So it seems like her dad had a genuine love for her mom and just wanted to, always help her mom. She stated that her mom was beat up by, drug dealers, and she had to witness. She didn't say that she actually was there when her mother was being beat, but it seems like she stated that, she would see the lasting effect of when she was beat, busted heads and different stuff that she mentioned. Marie also stated that, she was bullied in school, which she stated that was really hard for her because she stated that she used school as an outlet to let go of some of the hurt that she was dealing with in her household. Um, she stated that, basically she mentioned that her dad, I mean, she had a pretty good dad, but she stated that her dad could not obviously teach her how to be a woman, but that she had learned that from her grandmother. She stated that her dad kind of taught her to fight and not allow someone to get the first punch in. So she was always quick to, kind of be on her feet because she was taught to always, make sure, that she was ahead of the game when it would come to stuff like that. She also learned, when she had her first son, that she would, be the best mom that she could be, because basically she needed to be that for her son, and she kind of felt like she didn't have that. Marie also mentioned that she had lupus and she doesn't handle betrayal very well, which is something that I probably learned about Marie just watching the show. Um, we also learned that there may be something within her that pushes her to want to control certain situations, because she had no control in her life when everything was going, crazy as a child. And we learned that by listening to her therapist. We also learned, Marie, as she talked to her therapist, as Marie has a necessity to be successful. She states that she wants to be successful like she wants to breathe. Um, and what we also learned about Marie is that in her childhood, she experienced a lot of hurt, which is still very prevalent and active today. And that is the reason why she experiences certain things, which is a clear indication um, that Marie needs to heal. Then we had Latisha and So Gucci. They sat down. Latisha explained that she has PCOS, and she mentioned that that is a hormone imbalance and it is rare in African American women. Latisha, as she spoke to Gucci, she said she's trying to get help before she get that old tummy tuck. So she's saying basically she's trying to get it right and get it tight before she had to go and get snatched by the doctor. So it looks like Gucci is putting her on to those green drinks, basically, trying to give her a different outlet before she, she decides, if she want to have surgery. Um, Gucci she kind of explained her displeasure with Latrice and felt like she was being set up by Latrice for her and Selena to get into a fight. Then Latisha talks about the peace treaty and, them coming together. And she asks and invites Soso Gucci to the peace treaty. We also saw the scene with Marie and Lakeysha Cologne. They met at Lakeysha's home. Lakeysha is mentioning her husband is gone, and she's basically trying to figure it out without her husband. She also states she's sexually frustrated. Lakeysha also mentioned that she's working very diligently on the Ferris Street project. She spoke briefly about that. Marie explained to Lakeysha that she has some information on Tamra Cherie. And she states that the new information is basically stating that Tamra is a liar and that she's faking her life for TV. I believe we've heard that before about Tamra. Um, it seems that Tamra may have had another boyfriend, allegedly, and this boyfriend has reached out to the entire collective. But apparently, because I don't believe they're in a relationship now, but the guy is stating that he was in a relationship with Tamara, and because he declined to be on television, he's stating that she found another man to make TV appearances. So he's basically saying she's a liar and she's doing everything for the cameras. Um, so Lakeysha states pretty much, I don't know if you guys remember back, I think it was last season, when Lakeysha was introduced, and Tamra Cherie pretty much stated that she did not want Lakeysha to be a part of the collective, but she denied it. But everybody said she said it. So I don't know. From my analysis, it just seems like Tamra Cherie, she's not very honest. So Marie just goes on to tell Lakeysha that this guy is basically saying that Tamara is a liar and he's shown proof. So he has the receipts. Um, and I believe, with regard to this particular show, that Tamara Cherie is a little liar based on recent statements and her inability to own up to her mess. It seems the only thing Miss Tamara Cherie is good at is running out of scenes. Whenever it gets tough, she never wants to discuss it, but she runs right out of the scene. Then we saw Latisha and Latrice. They met up, looks like at a sushi bar or something. And Latisha, she asked Latrice, did she reach out to Selena and let Selena know that what she did was wrong, and she was basically wrong for attacking Soso Gucci. Latrice stated that she did reach out to Selena, and she let Selena know that she was wrong for attacking Soso Gucci. I don't know about you guys, but I don't believe Latrice. Latrice is very sneaky, and if you've been watching the show, you know exactly what I mean. Latrice also stated that she did reach out to Soso Gucci to see if Soso Gucci was okay, but she feels like Soso Gucci was being shady because it appears that Soso Gucci had forwarded her message to someone else. Well, I'm sorry. She forwarded the message back to Latrice, and Latrice was thinking, oh, she was probably trying to send it to someone else. But my question is, Latrice, why does it even matter who or if she was trying to forward it to someone else? We know that you are shady, ma'am. So Latrice denies that she did not set up Soso Gucci. I don't know. Latrice also told, um, yeah, Latrice also told Latisha, I'm sorry, not Latrice, Latisha told Latrice that she needs to be mindful of who she brings around. And Latrice got very upset and said she doesn't need to be careful because she feels she's always being attacked. She feels So Gucci needs to take responsibility for her actions. Latrice also stated she feels her family and her business is always attacked, but she's always blamed. She also states she always invites Selena to events and she feels she did nothing wrong. So here's my thing with Latrice. Latrice is an interesting individual because she stated that her family and her business is being attacked. But this was the same person that was attacking Marie's business. So, very interesting statements coming from Latrice. I don't know from watching the show. It just seems, that, Latrice can be a tad bit messy. So the girls, they go to a break room. That's all of the girls. So they go to the break room, aka the peace treaty. And this is basically where they can break stuff and kind of get all the negative energy out. All the girls start to arrive one by one. Of course, Latisha thanks the girls for coming to the peace treaty. Um, Latisha also advises the girls that they cannot help others when they are fighting amongst themselves, right? So Latisha, she's gonna break the girls into groups. So we have Gucci and Latrice together. We have Marie and Tamra, Cherie, and then we also have Akeisha and Latisha as a group. So as Marie and Tamra Cherie break into their meeting where they're talking about, the issues. Of course, Tamara Sharice, she denies that she has no issues with Marie. Tamara never has any issues with anybody. So she's just always floating through air. I mean, there's never a problem ever with Tamara Cherie. I mean, we see issues, but she always denied the issues. So Marie goes on to telling Tamara about a guy who's actually, reached out to the collective. And Marie states that the man is saying that Tamara is a liar and that she's faking her life for television. So Tamara interrupts Marie and she ultimately just walks off. Basically states she can't talk about him. What do you mean you can't talk about him? So what Tamara is alluding to is she cannot talk about him because there's something going on. Well, Marie is saying that that's not true, Tamara, because we have the receipts and the stuff that you're talking about was dismissed. And this gentleman is also saying he hangs out with your family. So what that means, Tamara, is you're saying you have these, this legal whatever you say you have against this man. Marie is saying that it's a lie and that it's not true and that he showed her the documents. But it would make sense if you had some legal paperwork, aka restraining order or whatever you have against him. Why would he be hanging out with your family? That doesn't make sense. So it does appear that Tamra may be a liar. Um, we saw this before, was it last season, where she was confronted with the young lady that said that she was dating the boyfriend that she currently has. And we saw Tamra walk off. She didn't even want to discuss it. This is the same thing that's happening now. So Tamara walks out of the scene. She doesn't address the issues. And then she expresses her displeasure with Marie and storms off and basically says, I'm calling my attorney. So that is pretty much all that happened with this particular episode. I am trying to get caught up with these episodes because there was so much going on that I kind of fell short of recapping these reality shows. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.